dear caller, to meet with you online today and share with you information about projects
Oui.
that Lingua Foundation has been implementing during a pandemic period of time and nowadays. Our projects are sponsored by the U.S. Embassy and they're also supported by the Ministry of Education. First program that I would like to tell you, to brief you about, is supporting national reforms for improving English language education. Can we see presentation, Mahabat, please?
Mm-hmm. 1 minute.
So the mission of Lingua Foundation is to contribute to professional development of teachers in Kyrgyzstan, and we started with improving English language education, and our mission has been growing. And now we also provide teacher training for STEM teachers because we really believe that most of methods, approaches, and ideas about communicative methods are integrative. And since English teachers have more experience using critical thinking, design thinking, problem solving during our lessons, we think that we can always share our knowledge with other content teachers and also learn from other teachers what actually English teachers can bring into the English as a foreign language classroom from our colleagues teaching content subjects. Do we have the presentation yet, Mahabad? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, let me start with supporting national reforms. First, our project, the project that we have been running for a few years already. The main goal of this project is to teach teachers how to work communicatively in the classroom using teacher-centered methods and utilizing national textbooks that were designed, that were developed by Lingua methodologists, Lingua teacher trainers. That's one of our goals when we focus on training trainers with the vision that those trained teachers will later on disseminate this information with their other colleagues. Yeah, on the screen, there's another project, English for Young Professionals project. If we go to supporting national reforms project, Mahabat, for a minute. Mm-hmm. Okay, let me continue with our national reforms project. This year, we are introducing new topics into our syllabus because we think that nowadays it's really important to teach our students not only English, but through English to teach our kids soft skills, skills that they can apply in everyday life. And this January, we started with topics like media literacy, gender equality, inquiry-based learning. So we think that inquiry-based learning is one of the areas where teachers need to learn a lot themselves before they actually can bring their experience, bring their knowledge into the classroom. But at the same time, there are so many things that we can learn from each other. And I think that teachers' role in this under this scenario, in this case, is that the teacher, he or she, is more like a facilitator, helping students to open up, share their findings with their classmates, with their peers, and remove all the language or psychological barriers so that students can freely express their thoughts on how to solve the problem, what they need for this, what kind of resources, what kind of support, how they can actually, some students even think how they can reach out to community or school administration to help them to do the project. And soft skills, as most of my colleagues know, probably that this change has been introduced into the new national curriculum. It's called subject standards. And so across all the subjects, the idea of teaching soft skills is one of the key competencies. So we are focusing this year on this specific component, teaching teachers how to teach soft skills. We will also continue training our trainers to work as mentors for beginner trainer teachers and help us to disseminate innovative communicative methods of teaching. Within this project, we also publish a Roundtable magazine, professional magazine for English language teachers, and we always encourage teachers to submit their articles or lesson plans, any other ideas that they use in the classroom, to share this with the colleagues in an online format, submit to Lingua and through our Roundtable magazine. Electronic version or hard copies, we distribute this magazine across the country, but mainly through our regional teacher trainers. At the moment, we work with about 90 teacher trainers, about 50 of them in Bishkek and about Bishkek and northern areas, and about 40 regional teacher trainers that cover our southern areas, southern oblast. Also within the national reforms, we make lessons, video lessons, and teachers can get the idea of how visually, how innovative lessons can be taught, can be presented. And at the same time, these video lessons are followed by methodological presentation of teachers who actually created this demo lesson, so that we all understand if we do something, why we are doing this, how this actually, the entire effort actually helps us to meet our teaching goals and objectives. So in brief, that's about our Supporting National Reforms project, and we're glad that our community is growing. So thank you. I'll always be glad to answer any questions that you can send via email, linguaprograms@gmail.com. Thank you. And another program that I would like to brief you on is professional development for STEM teachers. And again, our idea is to work with groups of progressive teachers who are able to pilot innovations, to pilot lessons which are of innovative, integrative format, when they can bring into their classroom art, when they can bring project, when they can do the project during the classes or after classes, and most importantly, when they teach their students to work in teams, that way helping students to do the vision of cooperative learning, cooperative work. So STEM is a relatively new area in our educational field. So lots of interesting things happening in the classroom, and that's the area when teachers and students actually learn through doing things. And I think that's the most important part when we want our teachers to pilot to practice those innovations, look back and see what really worked in their classrooms, and if they had some outstanding results. There's always time and place for those teachers to share this knowledge through online webinars, through sessions and teacher training programs and meetings that we organize within this program. If I can say in 2 words about the goals of our STEM project, it's about progressive teachers learning from more experienced teachers. Specifically in our program, we have a team of 2 international teacher trainers and also English language fellow Jill Tyson. And those 50 teachers teaching 5 subjects, content subjects: biology, chemistry, mathematics. So basically teaching 5 content subjects. They later on, it's the second phase of the project, will be delivering cascade training in their oblasts for their teachers' communities. So that's briefly about the goals of our STEM project. And another project, our memories are still fresh. Just yesterday, we hosted an award ceremony for the winners of the National Olympiad for English Language Teachers. About 600 teachers this year expressed their interest to compete. And of course, best of the best made to the final stage. And this contest was organized separately for school teachers through 3 stages, and also for university teachers on how to write articles, academic articles on innovative communicative methods of teaching about their experience. And of course, we also combined, kind of timed at the English Language Week, our contest for best lesson plan that we organized within the National Reforms Project. And I already mentioned earlier about 3 new topics that we're introducing this year. So I think that this is a very interesting and we hope useful experience that we can share later on with the wider circles of our English teachers community. So I think that basically it's briefly about the programs that Lingua is running. There are also other programs like English Access Micro Scholarship Program, but we have my colleague Mahabat, who I think will tell you in more details about Access Micro Scholarship Program. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Gulnara. Спасибо большое за презентацию. Назарбекова, она является директором фонда английского языка Lingua, и она рассказала про различные программы по английскому языку. Спасибо вам большое. Спасибо. И второй наш сегодняшний спикер – это Динара. На данный момент она и проходит Fulbright Team. Поэтому, Динара, пожалуйста.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Да, Динара, we are hearing you.
So, hello, everyone.
Yeah, we can see, hear you.
My name is Dinara Kudralieva. I was born and grew up in a small town, Kızılkaya, in a rural Balkan region. I finished secondary school number 9, then entered Kızılkaya Humanitarian Pedagogical Institute under Balkan State University. Then I was transferred to Bishkek Humanities University and graduated there. Before I start my presentation, I would like to say my great gratitude to all my teachers who invested to my English, to my both professional and personal growth, and also great thanks to my family, uh, my parents who supported me, my colleagues, my students, and this year was a very, how to say, one of the most fruitful year for me, because I was one of the finalists of the T Fulbright T Excellence and Achievement Program. So can we go next? Mahabat, can you hear me? So this program is sponsored by U.S. Department of State with funding provided by the U.S. government and administered by IREX. So this program brings international secondary level teachers to the United States for a 6-week program. Teachers take academic seminars for professional development at a host university. They observe classrooms and share their expertise with teachers and students at the host university and at a local secondary schools. Okay, so you can apply for 2 cohorts. There are general pedagogy cohort and media literacy cohort. For general pedagogy cohort, the deadline is 15th of March 2022, and for media literacy cohort, 25th of March 2022. So the sponsor of the program is sponsored by the U.S. Department of State with funding provided by the U.S. government and administered by IREX. So Fulbright Tea participants, they foster positive interactions with Americans throughout time in the United States, especially in American classrooms. All program participants have opportunities to observe, co-teach, and share their expertise in U.S. secondary schools. Fulbright Tea participants are master teachers of English, English as a foreign language, science, mathematics, and social studies, including special education in those subject areas. So the goals of the program are to promote mutual understanding among teachers, their schools, and communities in the United States and abroad by building teachers and students' global competence and by sharing teaching best practices internationally. Provide in-service professional development to enhance teachers' expertise in their disciplines and equip them with a deeper understanding of best practices in education. Contribute to improving education in participating countries by preparing participants to serve as teacher leaders who will apply and share their experience and skills with their colleagues and students upon returning home. So, Fulbright participants engage in an intensive 6-week professional development program at a US university. They take part in academic seminars on new teaching methodologies, student-centered learning, content-based instruction, lesson planning, and instructional technology training. Also, participants are immersed in an American classroom environment. They have opportunities to observe, co-teach, and share their expertise in US secondary schools, building collaborative, lasting connections with US teachers and students. They study and observe international best practices in education and share their knowledge with teachers and students in the United States. Also, they take part in American cultural activities such as performances, sporting events, U.S. home hospitality visits, and trips to historical sites. So, if you have questions about this program, you can contact U.S. Embassy in Bishkek, or you can go to the link below. I think the Fulbright pedagogy program has already started. You can start applying. The deadline is 15th of March 2022, and for Fulbright Media Literacy Program, 25th of March 2022. Uh, so this is my colleague and our teacher, Gulkay Rustamovna. She's alumni of the program. We have WhatsApp group of teachers. At the time of applying, I was working at secondary school number 9, named after Uraim Gulmatov in Kızılkaya town, Batken region. And I am very grateful to this teacher because she shared a link to WhatsApp group, and I clicked at this link and started filling application. And so I'm in America now, in California State University. And let me share some cultural events we had here. So we enjoyed each moment of staying, being here. So you can see participants from different countries representing their traditions, customs, and our lessons. Also, we can go next slide, Mohammed. Okay, so it was very new for me that the university has a farm. We did a very wonderful tour to the farm of the university, which is not far from the California State University, where students can do their research, observe, and practice. Also, we had a lot of tours. One of them was a very memorable one. It was a tour to Fort Bragg, Pacific Ocean. Here you can see a lot of teachers from different corners of the world. We can go next. Also, we had an international dinner. It was very wonderful to meet teachers, to meet new people, and to share experience. Next, please. So you feel free to contact me or email me. We can create a WhatsApp group, and I will do my best to help you to contribute in how to apply for this program. And this is real, and dreams come true. It was my dream from childhood dream, and I think this is a dream of every English teacher to visit America. And this is real. I could do it. You also can do it. You should just apply. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. So, yeah, start applying now. I wish you good luck, and you can be one of the finalists of the program. Thank you very much.
Так, спасибо за презентацию. И так, минуту. Так, и следующая наша гостья, спикер, это у нас Мукадас Ташиева, и она расскажет про English Access Micro Scholarship Programs in Kyrgyzstan. Мукадас, я передаю вам слово.
Thank you very much. It was really glad to hear about Dinara Ejike. So congratulations one more time, Dinara Ejike. Thank you very much that you are implementing great projects in Kyrgyzstan. And of course, we would like to gratitude U.S. Embassy in Kyrgyzstan for supporting our country in educational development. And so welcome to start my presentation. And today I'm going to speak about English Access Micro Scholarship in Kyrgyzstan. So, so this is English Access Micro Scholarship Program in Kyrgyzstan. The program is funded by the U.S. Embassy and State Department. And the main aim of the program is to support English language, so to support children from disadvantaged, economical and socially disadvantaged families from the age of 13 till 20, and so to help them to with the English language, and of course to develop their leadership skills. And it is also devoted to equip their English language skills, and of course mostly to know about US culture and values, and to develop their personal and professional skills in English language. And the program, is full name is English Access Micro Scholarship Program. In short, we can call it Access Program. And this is the worldwide program where around 85 countries are implementing the program, so Access Program. And Kyrgyzstan is one of them. Next slide, please. So, so nowadays, currently, we have two provider organizations, so Lingua Innovative Education School and also Active Film Non-Commercial Organization. So currently, so we are implementing access programs in the northern part and southern part of Kyrgyzstan. And we have, as you see here, we have current access programs for 2022 and for 2023 as well. And what is special in this program, we are working with children with disabilities and teaching them for English language. But the program has started in Kyrgyzstan since 2007, and around more than 1,000 students we do have, and we have also Access Program Association, Alumni Association, where after the graduation of this program, students may join the association and where they can implement their leadership skills, gain knowledge from Access Program, and serve for the community. Next slide, please. And Access Program is mostly devoted in Kyrgyzstan for three target areas. So the first is children from socially and economically disadvantaged families, so that low-income families, we can say, and also those children who do not have parents, or so maybe single-parent children, also they may join our program. And also second is we are implementing a good program for giving opportunity for students in madrasa, religion schools, and empowering girls and boys for further higher education and developing their leadership skills. And the most important part is working children with disabilities also is one of the Access Program target area. That is happening, and currently I'm also involved in teaching children with disabilities. Next. Here you can see our Access Program after school instructions. So we call English classes after school instructions because that students, they come after their schools. That is why there are 360 hours of English classes per 2 years. And we had two different types of teaching modes. So during the COVID-19, we had online format of teaching via Zoom platform. And I would like to thank all the Access teachers for their being flexible and doing their best in supporting their students and developing English language for Access students. And also now, currently, we are having even face-to-face in-person classes. So, but we have to follow all COVID-19 mitigation plan and wearing masks, keeping distance, and of course using hand sanitizers and avoiding all the emergencies beforehand. So, but after class instructions, it happens in the afternoon, and maybe it might be for 2 hours or 1.5 hours, 3 times in a week, where Access program students, they learn English language. And the classes are provided using communicative methodology, where students start speaking English easily with this methodology. Next slide, please. Here you can see some pictures from the teaching students with disabilities, the process of after-school instructions. I think that inclusive education is a little different than teaching ordinary regular students. And as a teacher, we try to be creative and try to find some ways in order to teach them English. And so here is a guy with a mask in the top photo, Ali. I can say about him, and he was sitting 14 years at home with cerebral palsy, and he hadn't any friends. Now he has his own community thanks to Access program. And his dream was, when he was young, he wanted to go to America. Even then, his family didn't believe in him. I think in the future he will realize his dream with the help of this program. And now Ali is speaking English very well. And as you see, so we have low assistive technology using methodology also. So additional, we use and create different types of resources for our students. Next slide, please. Yeah, so as I said that we try to do something creative. And here you can see my colleague Mirguli Sakova. She's also a good teacher, experienced teacher in teaching and working with children with disabilities. And she is creating at the top so ice cream sticks for books. And here our students, they can use to open because they have also disabilities with physical disabilities. And we have enhancement activities where it is devoted to US culture and values. And here you can see that all Access program students in Kyrgyzstan and even all over the world, they are so creative. And in the top picture, so there are turkey dance. So the students are dancing turkey dance for Thanksgiving Day. And it was interesting and devoted to US holidays. And enhancement activities are divided into 3. That the first is US culture and values, second is personal development, and the third is community services. And each part of this enhancement activity, students try to gain additional skills as leadership skills, cultivating their personal development, and also becoming great volunteers for the community. Maybe next slide. Yeah, here also we have meetings with the U.S. Embassy representatives and officers, where Veronica Elkins, the public affairs officer, she met with our students, and they told about their program, and they asked about the America question, about the holidays in America, about the universities. So this is an interaction, communication with the language, and using that learning gained knowledge. And it was really good and interesting part of the meeting. Okay, next slide. Yeah, and we have interesting part. It is intensive sessions. Intensive sessions, it means that summer intensive sessions, summer camps, that students, our program students, they enjoy with this program. And due to COVID, we had even winter camps. And we provided this summer and winter camps in a high level where students, they break the barrier of being shy. Here they make friendships, they try to use the language, and the 5 or 4 days of the intensive sessions, they learn being a leader, they learn being supportive, and so they show their talents. They make different types of presentation about the US, about Kyrgyzstan, about the environment. So that was full of the program. Our students, they cultivate themselves together with their teachers, with English language fellows, Fulbright ETS. This year, we have a great opportunity to go together with them. And hopefully we will have nice, for this year, interesting summer intensive sessions. And all these gain skills cultivate our future young leaders of Kyrgyzstan. And even I can say that strong leaders. So thank you for your attention. And if you have any questions, welcome.
So thank you, Mukada, Sizia, for your great presentation. And Naraje, also thank you for your time and presentation. And we have some comments here and questions for you. Let's show you. So the first question, it's great for all of you.
Mm-hmm.
Dear colleagues, dear Gulnara Jusufbekovna, happy to see you all. Thank you for your initiative and this. And the next question is, I think, also. Do you teach?
Excuse me?
I think it's question for you. Yeah, there are question. Do you teach teachers of schools?
Private schools, yeah.
Private schools?
Yeah, private schools.
Okay, let me start with national reforms. We mainly attract public school teachers to our national reforms project because our goal is to teach teachers how to use national textbooks. And as far as I know, private schools or international schools, they use different sets of books, but they can always come to our lessons to learn more about teaching methods, teaching approaches, and then see how they can actually apply our methods and adapt their textbooks to the methods that they have learned. But practically, for the National Reforms Project, we recruit mainly teachers from public schools. As far as the STEM project is concerned, I think that about 60% of our audience, learners, of course, learner participants are our teachers. 60% of them are from private schools. Now, National Olympiad that I just told you that we just finished yesterday and had award ceremony. This contest is open, professional contest is open for all English teachers, university teachers, comprehensive schools, public or private, all schools, all teachers. I hope I answered your question.
Thank you, Gulnarija. There are another question. I think also for you. How much does it cost?
As I mentioned at the beginning of my presentation, all the programs that I've been presenting today, they are sponsored by the US Embassy. And therefore, all these programs are free for our teachers.
So thank you. And there are some comments. I think everything was clear enough.
Mhm.
One sec. This Nara. Glad to see you. Good luck. Enjoy your time there. Nara, it's for you.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Um, for the question. There are a lot of great and thanks for your presentation. So I think we can finish our meeting for today and thank all of you for your time. And I know Dinar say yeah, and I night. And Gulnarejia Mukadasiya, I wish you good evening and
Okay, thank you.
good weekend for all of you. So thank you for today's session.
Thank you
Thank you
all.
very much.
Always be glad to be in
Mhm.
touch with you and looking forward
Yes.
to our cooperation. And as I mentioned, please contact us linguaprograms@gmail.com. Thank you
Mhm.
and hope to see you soon.
Okay, thank you very much. Good luck, Tinarejike.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
We're
all.
proud of you. Thank you
See
very
you
much.
soon.
Goodbye, Tinarejike. So
Bye
goodbye,
bye,
all of you.
Dinara. Bye
Bye.
bye,
Bye.
Kadas. And thank you, Mahabat.
Thank you.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Mhm. Goodbye.
Bye.